bought three.
Haven't
So
done.
who knows now?
Yeah.
Usually at night, it's very juicy.
I mean, it's better to get there, right? And have them early and not rush and sit. And...
Bring a pillow.
Oh, and bring a pillow, sleep. Go have a watch at the
The
bar.
way I look at it, if you have to sit there and read a book and have a cup of coffee, it's worth it not to
No
stress.
anxiety. No anxiety.
I've taken people to your things.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're now going to unveil the naming for the Cultural Arts Reception Area. So, Doris and Marty and their daughter, please, go ahead. Slowly, yeah.
Rip it off the wall.
All right, we're going to continue our program. Right now, brunch is served outside, and we'll continue our program underneath the tent in just a few minutes. Thank you all for being here.
Oh, done here, yeah.
We'll see how long that stays up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the dedication of the Doris and Martin Melnick Cultural Arts Reception Area. I'm Scott Braswell, CEO of the Mirage JCC, and I'm honored to welcome you all this morning. I know for many of us, we're here every day, and I know that we have guests who have never been here before and some that haven't been here in a long time. So it's really, I appreciate everyone being here this morning. As I've said before, these mornings of dedications are some of my favorite here at the JCC because the strength and warmth of our community are on full display. And after these past few years, I never take for granted getting to be together as a community to celebrate. And I'm so glad that we get to celebrate today two of our incredible supporters, Doris and Marty. To share his remarks and his congratulations from the board, I'd like to call up Mirage JCC Chairman of the Board, Hal Altman. Hal.
What an impressive crowd. I have to tell you, could you guys come to everything we do? Because it looks good. Thank you very much for coming. We're here today to say thank you to Doris and Marty Melnick for not only their generosity, as we are seeing today, but for the many things they do for our J that may not be mentioned during this dedication. Doris and Marty have become an integral part of the Mirage family and their involvement in caring about other projects. They have become major donors and participants in the reflection series that we are now experiencing. They have graciously spent time and input in bringing our J and Israel closer together. I've been told that our Mahjong games are becoming more intense. And you can always count on Marty to ask the right question at the finance meeting. Speaking for the Board of Directors of the Mirage Jewish Community Center and the Altman family, we offer our congratulations and our thanks for your generosity and desire for our J to be the center of Jewish life in Orange County. You can see by the number of people who have come this morning, the great friends that you have and the respect that you have. And again, thank you for coming to honor this wonderful couple.
One of the things that makes a community special is each individual's story becomes part of the collective narrative that everyone in the community feels in their heart. So before I ask Doris to come speak, where I'm sure she's going to tell about her and Marty's story of their involvement, I want them to hear the impact of their involvement. So I asked some staff and community members to share their stories about what makes Doris and Marty so special. the community said things such as, Doris and Marty have a shared appreciation for who and what the J truly is. It is this appreciation of the diverse elements of our community and the enthusiasm with which they embrace our values that make them pillars of this community. Doris is a delightful and dedicated member who is here almost every day, either playing, usually winning, mahjong, becoming a fitness buff in our group fitness classes, or attending many cultural arts events. She and Marty's participation has enriched our JCC community. Marty's contribution to our board and finance committee is his commitment to our vision, mission, and bottom line. His questions are full of wisdom, and he always tries to help ensure an even more excellent JCC. My first memory of the Melnicks is from a dinner with a scholar in 2017. They came to a dinner, met a woman there who was new to the community, and didn't have a place to go for Passover Seder a week or two later. So Doris invited her. The Melnicks are cultural arts patrons who have strongly supported our cultural arts programs throughout the years, both financially and with their attendance at our events. They are both gracious with their compliments and make the staff feel valued for our hard work. Their commitment to Jewish continuity and peoplehood is evident in their commitment and to building Jewish community at the JCC, Orange County, and Israel. These are just a few stories that speak to Doris and Marty's character and the neshama they both possess. Whether it is their support of Reflections or dedicating a bench in our Irv and Nancy Chase Holocaust Memorial Garden in 2018, the Melnicks help ensure that there will always be a J in JCC. Doris and Marty, your support to me means more than I think you may know. During the early part of COVID in 2020, I felt that I needed to communicate with our board and staff to help make sure they continued to feel connected even when we were not together. It was a challenging time, to say the least, and I tried to inspire with the words that I would write in my emails and whenever I would address the staff and board on Zoom. Each time I spoke or wrote, I would get an email from Doris or Marty or both encouraging me. This support honestly made me a better leader, and it helped give me the feedback I needed to keep going. This is what I believe every person here knows deep down inside about Doris and Marty. They are always supportive. Their support makes our JCC and our community better every single day. It is now my pleasure to ask Doris to come up and share her remarks. Doris.
Thank you, Scott. You've already got me verklempt and crying. Welcome to our beautiful Mirage JCC, nationally known for its excellent programs. We have an outstanding preschool, amazing adult activities, sold-out summer day camp, excellent fitness center, much admired JCC Cares, and of course, the extensive cultural arts program. All of these parts that make up our beloved J could not take place without the devoted staff under the expert leadership of Scott Braswell, ably assisted by Julie Holdaway. Under their direction during these last 2 challenging years, the J has not only survived, but thrived. Nothing is too much for this staff to handle or undertake. The constant striving for excellence is evident in everything they do, from small to large programming, from a few attendees to a few hundred attendees. The Mirage JCC is a blessing to Orange County and to those that walk through these front doors down Main Street to their destination. Marty and I moved here in 2008 from Palos Verdes, where we raised our son and daughter. There she is. There was no JCC in the area, so when we learned that we lived 5 minutes from this amazing campus, our lives really changed, all for the better. How do we love the J? Let me count the ways. I was an English major. 1, One afternoon, quite some years ago, I took an exercise class and noticed that there were school-age kids swarming the area, playing games and eating snacks. I found out they were local public school kids brought here until their parents were able to pick them up after work. I was so impressed with this program. Marty and I were glad to lend some support. Number 2, my first gym experience here was for private Pilates instruction. This was the first time I heard the word core, really, and how I could learn to strengthen my core that I did not even know I had. 14 years later, with many, many trips to the gym for treadmill, Zumba, lifting weights, cardio classes, my core is in pretty good shape. And now I'm the oldest one in my class. Shout out to a few of my workout buddies today. Number 3, in 2010, I attended the dedication of the Nancy and Irving Chase Family Holocaust Memorial Garden. Being the daughter of Holocaust survivors, I was eager to be present. I was extremely moved by Irv's heartfelt speech and immediately felt a kinship with another first-generation child of survivors. I expressed to Irv how grateful I was that every person who walks through Main Street will easily view the Memorial Garden and be reminded of our 6 million lost ancestors. Jewish or non-Jewish, J member or non-J member, young or old, through the years, because of Nancy and Irv's generosity, we will never forget. Number 4, 3 years ago, we dedicated one of the 4 benches in the Holocaust Memorial Garden right across there in honor of my parents, Holocaust survivors, Hans and Ellen Goldsmith. We are so grateful to be part of that area. Number 5, 12 years ago, my life really changed when I took a class here to learn how to play Mahjong. Soon I became involved in all things Mahjong, and as my many Mahjong friends here today will agree, 23 friends, in fact, including 3 men. Part of playing is the friendship and camaraderie that develops when we tackle the challenge of this game. I've had the pleasure of volunteering with Jerry Dorman, primetime adult director. Where's Jerry? There she is. We have been able to offer some incredible events involving Mahjong speakers, instructors, authors, and noted players, along with a delicious Blueberry Hill lunch, attended by guests from all over Orange County and Los Angeles County. Number 6, in 2017, Marty joined the board of directors, furthering our involvement with the Mirage J. We attended numerous events, learning more and more about all that happens here, and embracing our relationships with staff and other members. And finally, how do we love the J? Cultural arts. Number 7, through the years, we have enjoyed so many of the cultural arts programs we have attended, organized by Eliza Sable and her staff. Authors, comedians, films, plays, musical concerts, celebrity speakers, and more all became a huge part of our lives, and each one began in the hallway on Main Street. A few minutes of socializing before and after in the reception area became an integral part of why we love the J. So dedicating this area in this way seemed a perfect match. We are very grateful to be able to support and help endure that these programs, large and small, will enable this hardworking, dedicated staff to continue to offer the diverse programming to our community. Thank you for joining us today. Many thanks to Scott and the Mirage JCC for the opportunity to enjoy this day. Thank you to Beth Bernstein for planning this morning so beautifully and enabling us to share this memorable event for our family and our Mirage JCC community. Thank you.
Thank you, Doris, and we are so lucky to have you and Marty as a part of this incredible community. Marty, I'm also happy that that you decided to name the cultural arts reception area and not the restrooms. Sorry, that was a little inside joke between Marty and I. So as you just heard, Marty is a loyal member of our finance committee and our board, and he's always looking at the J's bottom line. So I wasn't surprised when I got an article a few weeks ago from Marty from the LA Times that talked about the Music Center in downtown Los Angeles and how they had actually sold the lavatory naming rights. You see, always supportive, even when they're trying to encourage us to name restrooms. As I said earlier, you both make our community better every day. And so I ask now to all of us to raise your glasses or water or whatever's hopefully still on your table after not getting blown away, to toast our friends Doris and Marty. Cheers. L'chaim. You bring more excitement to our mahjong tables, our group fitness classes, more joy to our cultural arts programming, more Israel and Holocaust education to our J, and more wisdom to our finance and boardrooms. L'chaim. Thank you again for everyone for coming this morning. Special thank you to our staff who are here with us, and especially to Beth Bernstein for her help in this dedication, to Symphony Barth with the setup, and for all of you for being together with us. So thank you. Please eat more food, continue to schmooze, and we will hope that you will take the glasses, your commemorative glass, home with you on your way out. Lehitraot, and we hope to see everyone here soon.